Afternoon, traders. Hopefully, everyone is having a good day today. All three market indices down today. Now, before we get into the show, I really do want to first of all, I really do want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. I really would appreciate it. All right, with that said, let's go into the one stock. Not only are we going to highlight all week now, but I did take a position, and that is TLRY, Tilray. All right, so if you remember from yesterday's show that I said Tilray did look really nice going into tomorrow. Again, guys, look, stocks can set up really nicely, but if you don't have that market tailwind, it doesn't matter what we pick. It's just going to be that constant selling pressure. So this was one, but then again, this could be a little bit of a buying opportunity, and that's what I took it. I'm taking advantage of that situation right now. So I did say that try to take a position here in that 5.95, $6 range, and that's what I did. I went ahead and after that first 30-minute candle, I watched it, that second 30-minute candle, and I saw that it popped over $6.04, and then it would make a lower low, and that's when I got in right here, right about $6 a share. And I really like my setup. It's a really easy setup. I'm going to cross-reference this with a couple of different other charts and to show you what I mean. So first of all, I want to show you the 513 EMA. Okay, remember this blue line right here is that 5 EMA, red line 13. This is typically some support, first level of support right here. And as you can see, it dipped below that 5 EMA, but closed above it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use today's low as my out. Okay, guys, because if I truly believe if it goes further down, right, or rather if it takes out today's low tomorrow, I think we could target this 13 EMA and we could get a better price. Okay, now if that 555 or that 13 EMA is enough of enough room for you to just hold, then go ahead and do so or add to that area right here. But like I said, once we've made this bigger move, this 13 has held, right? From back on October 8th right here, it held from that big move, and now we need for this to hold again. That is Tilray, long since $6. All right, guys, let's go into the other stocks that we own, and we'll see how they fared. First stock that we're going to look into is VUZI. Great little, popped over $5, went to 508 again, hit that value area high. Like the way it performed. I mean, of course, I wish it would have closed stronger, but I'm not too concerned. I really like my trade location. Again, buy this on pullbacks. Buy this, use this midpoint or this 10 SMA right here as your line in the sand. Meaning, if it gets below that, reassess your positions and then decide on what to do based on those moving averages in that midpoint Bollinger Band. Now I'm in at 407, so I can give this a little more room to run, maybe all the way down to this 50 EMA, depending on depending on if some poor news comes out and then the stock reacts to that, then I will make a decision based on any news-driven event. Okay, but for right now, really like the way it's trading. I do believe that 531 is not the high of the year, so this will probably be bought on pullbacks. That is VUZI. Next stock that we do own is MTSI. Again, if you remember what I said, it's hitting that upper Bollinger Band and opened up higher yesterday and then closed near the low. So it doesn't surprise me. This is pulling back a little bit. Now it tested that 50 EMA right there. That's that yellow. I'm sorry, 50 SMA. That's that yellow line right there. Here's that 10 SMA right here, that blue line. So it looks like there's going to be a confluence of those two lines here in the next day or two. So that should be a lot of support, and then you have that value area high. So this area should be a lot of support, but you never know if it does start breaking below that 50, that 10, and that value area, and then your last area of support is that midpoint Bollinger Band before it may want to retest lower lows. But I do think this, unless the market really falls apart, you should buy this on pullback. That's MTSI. And then if you are long, again, use those levels, those key levels as where you want to take profits or get out of the trade. Okay, that is MTSI. Next stock that actually did really well today was EDUC. Been long since $17.30. Very happy with this, with the trade so far. Gapped lower and then kind of moved up the whole day. Love the way it closed. I think if we can get a little bit of a market push tomorrow, we may see a 52-week high in this name either tomorrow or the next day. Okay, long since $17.30. The next stock that I did mention yesterday, and I did take a position, I'm going to show you why I did, is WKHS. Workhorse, they got some bad news. And I said, remember, guys, watch this. Watch those key levels, that midpoint Bollinger Band first as your a little bit of support. But look at that; it gapped below that, so that all of a sudden you know not to play this. And then all of a sudden it did go below that 10 SMA. Now what? Well, I had to cross-reference this with another chart, and I'm going to tell you the chart that I did cross-reference this WKHS, and here's that 513. It busted through that too, went below that, below the 13. So what chart is left? Well, it's this 9 SMA chart, right? So I saw this the 9 SMA on the weekly, and look at this, guys. Since this big massive move from under $3 all the way to $30.99, it's held this 9 SMA, right? So look at this. It held again this 9 SMA right here. So when I saw that today, that it held that 9 SMA, I had to take a position. Now my risk reward is extremely easy, and this is where I took the position. So obviously it gapped lower, 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 and then all of a sudden it hit that 9 SMA, and bam, it started going higher at 23.23 right there. But I didn't, I kind of lost track of it. Well, I mean, I got in at 23.40. Okay, so it was about 7 cents off that where you would want to buy, and now obviously the low of today is my out. Okay, easy as that. It's got to hold that 9 SMA. I don't even know where on the chart it would have to go after this. Okay, so this is a perfect setup with a good risk reward. The low of the day today is obviously my out, and then the upside, is who knows where. Okay, guys, that is WKHS, long since $23.40. All right, so we took new positions. Make sure you write them down. TLRY at $6 and WKHS at $23.40. All right, so guys, I just want to let you know something real quick. So I do subscribe to this very special. It's called the S&P oscillator, and if it's between these certain ranges, it typically means that the market is overbought or oversold, and any number over 5 usually means it's overbought, and any number over under -5 rather, it's oversold, right? So I did get that information today. It usually comes out 2 p.m. or I'm sorry, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, and I got that information, and it is over 5. Just to let you know, I'm not going to tell you that exact number, but it is over 5. So I'm kind of really wary of how the market's going to react now and how it plays out the next day or two. So I'm not going to give you. I'm going to give you one play that looks decent going into tomorrow, and this is a quick risk reward setup. So again, just be very, very careful on how you play the stock. It should move too quickly. So if you get in, great. Then watch it very carefully, and it's ACHV. I'm going to show you what I mean, what I like about it. Let's bring this up on that the histogram, the value area, right? So we had that move over that 10 and that 50 SMAs right here, and now it has to hold. This reminds me very, very much so of STNG when it made that move above that 10, above that 50, and then it started moving below those two moving averages again, and I didn't get out, and I got hurt. So this time, I implore you, if you do get long after that first 30-minute. The setup looks really good. We're right above that point of control of 890. If it starts breaking below 890, you have to be out of the name. Okay, so your risk reward is probably 40 cents, 50 cents at max, and then your upside is unlimited, right? Essentially. So take a look at ACHV, buy it after that first 30-minute candle tomorrow, and then use that 890 as your out price. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Hopefully, everyone is doing well. And if you like the show, again, please subscribe to it. I really would appreciate it. Again, my name is Eric, and you can contact me either by leaving a comment on YouTube down below or contacting me at eric@valueareatrader.com. That's Eric with a C at valueareatrader.com. All right, everyone, have a great night. Trade smart, be safe, and I will see you tomorrow after the close.